you wanted to hear. Let me do the right thing, let me do the wrong thing. If it's ever this clear, I'll only say it once. Just let me turn the amps way up, so you can hear nothing. And if I die tonight, well, I guess I die tonight. Just let me go on. Just say what you wanted to say. I cannot stand this talk stick. All it's get is nowhere. It's never resolved. You always ran around. You always told me anyone could be just like me. If it was a different time or a different place to be, you'd have no trouble going out. Midnight sunlight, deer in the headlights, cleanliness is godlike. Midnight starlight, cop with the flashlight, kid with the light bright. I was dressed in a costume, a cosplay escape room. This puzzle makes no sense. Flying off to a cold moon with the Russian cosmonaut, a shadow boxer that I already fought, 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 that I already fought. Until you weren't.
Alright. Take it down.
bite
on a hot mic, talking shit in a campfire.
on my porch, drinking Bud Light. All the speakers blown, cranked up, it's alright.
Jesus died.
Jesus died in a cage fight. Elon Musk
In virgin
whites. I'd kill him in an alley over 5 dice.
You were beautiful before. God, you were beautiful before.
You were so beautiful before,
Until you weren't. Until you weren't.
you were beautiful before. God, you were beautiful before. You were so beautiful before,
And then you weren't.
and then you weren't. All threes, 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 all threes,
All threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes, all threes.
Did it all get real? I guess it's real enough. They got refrigerators full of blood. Another century spent pointing guns at anything that moves. Sometimes I worry that I've lost the plot. My twitching muscles tease my flippant thoughts. I never really dreamed of heaven much until we put him in the ground. But it's all I'm doing now, listening for patterns in the sound of an endless static sea. But once the satellite's deceased, it blows like garbage through the streets of the night sky to infinity. But don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, honey, don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, as easy, or free. Don't be a criminal in this police state. You better shop and eat and procreate. You got vacation days, then you might escape to a condo on the coast. I set my watch to the atomic clock. I hear the crowd count down till the bomb gets dropped. I always figured there'd be time enough. I never let it get me down, but I can't help it now. Looking for faces in the clouds. I got some friends I barely see, but we're all planning to meet. We're laying bags as dead as leaves, all together for a turn. But don't you weep, don't you weep. There's no one as lucky, honey, don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, as easy or free. Or free. Or free. Or free. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Claire's turning blonde for the summer, I guess. The sunlight just soaks into her hair, and she sits next to me on the motorboat and shyly replies as to which boys she likes at her school. So I am reminded of things I've forgotten, the way doors can open and people just walk in. It's not unexpected, no, it's just how we planned it. Beginning to think that it might never happen, but now it is happening. There's a show we can see at the base outside of town, where the planes, they turn circles in the air. I watch you stand next to me with your hand over your mouth and join the crowd's heavy gasp, one for each time they pass overhead. So we've been selected, this beautiful lottery. We struggled so long, but it ended so easy. It's starting to surface, all golden, godlike. This feeling we had every day and every night, it bursts in an energy. The door, it is opening. accident, it was wrong, but I ordered it. Lost some limbs in an accident, playing guard at a table down at Edendale. Didn't feel good, wasn't eating well, and the photo booth made me hate myself. What a slob. It's hard now to imagine it. The currency was all counterfeit. Diana's face was scattered to the mob. Expensive jokes and cheap thrills cost a lot. Zach staggering down Bleecker Street. The label asked for a meet and greet. I agreed reluctantly, I couldn't be alone. Signed a sleeve for a teenager. It felt just like a harbinger. I was shaking hands with the manicured, worked my fingers to the bone. No, you shouldn't go home with the Soho girl, cause she only wants materials. And you shouldn't place bets on the New York Mets, cause at best it's hypothetical. Expensive seats in Field of Dreams, U-turns and limousines. Gotta get around the detour when it's blocked. Bells and whistles, fancy cheap thrills cost a lot.
Teach you those schoolboys a lesson, son. Here we go.
No, you shouldn't make noise with those Bay Ridge boys. When the drunk man, it's impossible. Secondhand amps, a bent up crash. The band sounds like an animal. Cheap seats and broken dreams, U-turns and limousines. Gotta kick in the door when it's locked. Bells and whistles, cheap thrills cost a lot.
Once I took her shopping, she got sick, and then when I took her home, she got well again.
If your heart goes out to everyone, you're a flower shop in June. If your heart goes out to everyone, you know the pain comes with it too. If your heart goes out to everyone, you're just footprints on the moon. If your heart goes out to everyone, You're a corner store that's out of booze. If your heart belongs to everyone, you're a painting in a cave. If your heart belongs to everyone, you're on a dead cell phone in the freezing cold, just waiting for a train. Carrying cairns on the trail in case I don't come back, so you can find my tracks and come after me. When your heart goes out to everyone, you have to mop the halls of the hospital, 'cause you're the only one who cares. Carrying cairns on the trail, if I don't come back, you can find my tracks and come after me.
The rain had started tapping on the window near my bed. There was a loophole in my dreaming, so I got out of it. And to my surprise, my eyes were wide and already open. Just my nightstand and my dresser, where those nightmares had just been. So I dressed myself and left them out into the grey streets. But everything seemed different and completely new to me. The sky, the trees, houses, buildings, even my own body. And each person I encountered, I couldn't wait to meet. And I came upon a doctor who appeared in quite poor health. I said, there's nothing that I can do for you, you can't do for yourself. He said, oh yes you can, just hold my hand, I think that would help. So I sat with him a while, then I asked him how he felt. He said, I think I'm cured. No, in fact, I'm sure of it. Thank you, stranger, for your therapeutic smile. So that's how I learned the lesson, that everyone's alone, and your eyes must do some raining if you're ever gonna grow. But when crying don't help, you can't compose yourself, it's best to compose a poem, an honest verse of longing, or a simple song of hope. That's why I'm singing, baby, don't worry, 'cause now I got your back. And every time you feel like crying, I'm gonna try and make you laugh. And if I can, if it just hurts too bad, then we'll wait for it to pass. And I will keep you company for those days so long and black. And we'll keep working on the problem we know we'll never solve, of love's uneven remainders. Our lives are fractions of a whole. But if the world could remain within a frame, like a painting on a wall, then I think we'd see the beauty then. We'd stand staring in awe at our still lives posed, like a bowl of oranges, like a story told by the fault lines and the soul.
Christmas without you. I'd be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of gray on a green Christmas tree. Won't mean a thing, dear, if you're not here with me. I'll have blue Christmas that's empty. When all of blue memories start hurrying, you'll be doing alright with the Christmas alive. Have a blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white. Have a blue Christmas. Oh yeah. Have a blue Christmas. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. I don't know I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you. I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to come meet me in the morning? And it sounded so strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I wouldn't care, I'd go anywhere with you. And I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna stick with me, with these things there's no telling, child, we'll have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time is different. I'm really feeling lucky. convalescence in bed rest, staring contest with the ceiling, and my feet was momentarily conscious of the backflips I've been doing in my sleep. I'm not afraid of the future, have to suffer and repeat. I tend to agree, what happens will be pain of my own making, cut short by eternity. Now I've recovered completely, life is easy, hooping round the sun, the calendar's little boxes, all these presents get to open every one. I'll be prepared for the winter and the summer and beyond. Just keep tagging along till the feeling is gone. Amazed by the haystack needle to oblivion. In days, in a doorway, I stood crying for what was. In a trance, in a taxi, just keep driving, please don't stop. Out of the neighborhood, the multiverse, iron and rust.
The burning hopes, the joy, the idle tears that fall.
Did I forget something?
Oh, it's love and love. He's divine.
Thank you.
I'm falling in love with him, like you said. Shout it.
Went out of town for the weekend with my children. Built sandcastles in the sun, catastrophizing my birthday, turning 40. Ended up like everyone. There's no escaping the housework or the bank clerk or the priest. They're waiting for me in my Egyptian sheets. The sacral's working, it's fighting my fantasies. In the dark, at a distance, I see everything at once. Feel the wind through the window, and I'm overcome with love. Interdimensional, no obstacles, mountains and dust. Contrast and compare between the busy ones and the ones who don't care, until there is no one that you really know. So I drift through these days of appointments and promises made that all end up broken and quickly replaced. Weeks are slow, days drag on, even practice and parties seem long, but I find myself going. I guess there's nothing to do line of cars. More will show up after the bars close. There's this boredom that drowns everything. Bottles break, music plays, conversations competing for space. I look for a corner or a quieter room. There's no heat in this house. I can't breathe with these words in my mouth, but I'm not gonna say them. Yeah, I made that mistake before. On the stairs, she grabs my arm, says, "What's up? Where you been? Is something wrong?" I try to just smile, say everything's fine. So there was this woman, and she was on an airplane, and she's flying to meet her fiance, sailing high above the largest ocean on planet Earth, and she was seated next to this man who, you know, she had tried to start conversations, and the only thing she'd heard him say was just to order his Bloody Mary. And when she was sitting there and she was reading this really arduous magazine article about a third world country that she couldn't even pronounce the name of, and she's feeling very bored and very despondent, and then suddenly there was this huge mechanical failure, and one of the engines gave out, and they started just falling in 30,000 feet. The pilot's on the microphone, and he's saying, I'm sorry, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm apologizing." And she looks at the man, and she says, "Where are we going?" And he looks at her, and he says, "We're going to a party. It's a birthday party. It's your birthday party. Happy birthday, darling. We love you very, 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 very much." And then he starts humming this little tune, and it kind of goes like this. It's kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We must talk in every telephone, get eaten off the web. Must rip out all the epilogues from the books that we have read. Into the face of every criminal, strapped firmly to a chair. We must stare, we must stare, we must stare. We must take all of the medicines, too expensive now to sell. Set fire to the preacher who is promising us hell. Into the ear of every anarchist that sleeps but doesn't dream. We must sing, we must sing, we must sing. And it'll go like this, alright. While my mother waters plants, my father loads his gun. He says death will give us back to God, just like the setting sun is returned to the lonesome ocean. Splashed into the deep blue sea. Oh, it was a wonderful splash. We must blend into the choir, sing a static with the whole. Must memorize 9 numbers and deny we have a soul.
into this endless race for property and privilege to be won. We must run, we must run, we must run. We must hang up in the belfry where the bats in moonlight laugh. We must stare into a crystal ball and only see the past. Into the caverns of tomorrow with just our flashlights and our love. We must plunge, we must plunge, we must plunge. And then we'll get down there, way down to the very bottom of everything. And then we'll see it, oh we'll see it, we'll see it, we'll see it. Oh my morning's coming back. The whole world's waking up. All the city buses swimming past. I'm happy just because I found out I am really no one. Like a bad friend, blew through the toll booth, never see him again. East River's chock full of made men, concrete shoes, not swimming, not walking. It's on and on and on and on. It's gone. From Manhattan to East Babylon, you got the talking, walking, white boy blues. You're just a tool that's never gonna get used. No hipsters, no spinsters, nobody's looking back. All those babies snorting coke while your older brother's smoking crack. Check my blind side on the High Line, looking out on the West Side Highway. I seen an old man out the subway, drop dead like a poor drawn anime. On and on and on and on, it's gone. From Gowanus to Staten Island, you got the texting, sexting, acting, first world blues. You're just a tool that's never gonna get used. Talking crazy down at Old Navy. I was feeling despondent at Hot Topic, cutting myself in the bathroom at the Gap with the red snapback, Tucker Carlson hat. Banana Republic, oh, you learn to love it. Reaganomics was my favorite subject. Yeah, algebra's great, always made me feel safe. But comparative religions, I could never get an A+. Plus, it goes on and on and on and on. It's gone. From Fair Acres to Exarban, you got the
the union to let the scabs in. It's a baseball bat to the back of your neck, and now you're nodding. Yes, 'cause they won't take no for an answer these days. There's a miracle drug for the disengaged age. If the madmen say it's all okay, they're lying. You can make up new meanings for the things that you're seeing, but it's a long, 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 long way from known. In a dyslexic palindrome.
When the blue of the night meets the bruise round your eye, it's painful and blooming. Shove the kids in the car. No, you're not going far, but you gotta get moving. Take a pause from the show so the sponsors can crow. Put the TV on mute. No one has to know. You can read the fine print that your lawyer decodes when the race car
Explodes. Wow. You can make up new meanings for the things that you're feeling, but it's a long, 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 long way from known. In a dyslexic palindrome. I'm seeing things upside down. I start at the ending now. A man, a plan, a canal, napalm, dyslexic palindrome. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.